How do you feel when you walk into a room and all eyes turn to you, not because you're loud, but simply because of your presence? It's that quiet confidence, that subtle power that draws people in. Have you ever wished others would notice you more, respect you more, or truly see your worth? If so, you're not alone. In today's fast-paced, noisy world, it's easy to feel invisible, like your presence barely registers, like you're just blending into the background. Many of us feel undervalued, like no matter how much we give, we're still overlooked. But here's the truth. That isn't a life sentence. You do not have to accept that fate. Today, we begin a new chapter, one filled with growth, strength, and quiet power. We're not chasing fame or attention. We're cultivating something far more enduring, an unshakable presence built from within. Through the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, we'll learn how to forge a powerful identity and live with purpose and poise. This video will walk you through 10 proven strategies, not only to shift how others perceive you, but more importantly, to transform how you see yourself. These aren't fleeting tactics. They are principles that have stood the test of time, helping you become someone who commands respect through calm, strength, and presence. So, here's the challenge. Stay with us until the very end. Show yourself that even if the path is demanding, you're ready to grow. Because this isn't just about leaving an impression for a moment. It's about building a lasting presence, one that quietly echoes in people's minds long after you've left the room. Are you ready? If you are, comment "I'm ready" below, and let's begin right now. Strategy 1. Take care of yourself. Let's start with something fundamental. Taking care of yourself. You've probably heard the saying, "You can't pour from an empty cup." But the truth goes deeper than that. People who haven't learned to love and care for themselves simply can't offer genuine care to others. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. When you treat your body, your mind, and your soul with respect, you build a strong foundation. A solid inner world leads to an unshakable outer presence. So where does it begin? With self-awareness. Take a step back and get to know yourself, your needs, your strengths, your hidden wounds, and your truest desires. Once you truly understand what fuels you, you can begin the process of nourishing your entire being on purpose. Physically, this means following a lifestyle that supports your energy. Balanced meals, consistent movement, and enough restful sleep. When your body is taken care of, you radiate a calm strength, a natural magnetism that others feel before you say a word. Mentally and emotionally, self-care means creating space to recharge. That could be through quiet reflection, meditation, reading, or simply doing something that brings you joy. When your inner world is calm and nourished, you move through life with quiet confidence, and that is the kind of energy people respect and are drawn to. And remember, self-care isn't a one-time fix. It's a journey, a practice, a lifelong commitment. As the Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." Every time you invest in yourself, you're not just improving your life, you're becoming a source of strength for others. That's how you earn admiration, not by demanding attention, but by becoming someone who naturally commands it. Now, let's move into something just as essential, the power of calmness. Because when life throws chaos your way, how you respond can change everything. Previously, we explored the foundation of self-mastery, taking care of yourself. Now let's step further into the heart of Stoicism by embracing the strength of calmness and composure, a quality that sets you apart in a chaotic world. Strategy number 2. Cultivate calmness and composure. Picture this. The world around you is spinning, with noise, tension, and pressure. But right at the center, there you are, still, composed, unaffected. This isn't just poetic imagery, it's the Stoic ideal of strength through serenity, opening space for self-reflection and inner stillness. allows us to connect more deeply, not only with ourselves, but with the greater truths of life. Cultivating calmness isn't just another step in personal growth. It's a profound way to align ourselves with higher spiritual values. It's an art. And more than that, it's a magnet for respect, admiration, and even quiet affection. Because when others see you remain steady while everything else trembles, they don't just notice it, they remember it. You're not just following ancient wisdom, you're living it. So why not share your journey? Scroll to the comments. Let us know, what storms have you weathered, and how did you hold your ground with grace? Now let's talk about something invisible, yet incredibly valuable: your time. In a world that never slows down, we often forget that time is the one asset we can never reclaim. Once it's gone forever. But when we start to truly value our time, everything changes. Our decisions become sharper, our energy more focused, and we begin to attract something unexpected: respect, because people are drawn to those who live with purpose. Just imagine, what if you managed your time like a true master? Others wouldn't just admire you, they'd want to be near you, to learn from you, to follow your lead. That kind of presence isn't a fantasy. It's the natural result of applying Stoic principles to how you live each moment. Strategy number 3, valuing your time. Now, imagine you're standing at the center of a violent storm, but your posture is firm, your eyes are calm, and your heart steady. This is the Stoic image of resilience, not controlling the chaos, but remaining unmoved by it. Life will throw challenges at us, no doubt, but the key is how we respond. Let's consider a powerful real-life example: a leader facing a crisis that threatens to sink the entire company. Rumors swirl, fear spreads, the team begins to fracture. But instead of panicking, the leader gathers everyone in a room. With calm, unwavering clarity, they speak, laying out the facts, dispelling fear, and presenting a clear plan forward. What happens next? Their stillness spreads. The room settles. Doubt is replaced with trust. That's the power of composure. And yes, you can learn it too. So how exactly do you cultivate that kind of inner calm? Pause before reacting. Don't rush into your emotions. Let silence be your first move. The pause can turn a potential outburst into a moment of clarity. Practice mindfulness, whether through meditation, breathing exercises, or quiet reflection. Regular practice helps anchor your mind, even during chaos. Control what you can. Life is unpredictable, but your reaction is always yours. By focusing on your response, you free yourself from helplessness and fear. Reframe challenges. Instead of seeing problems as threats, treat them as chances to grow. Each obstacle is an opportunity to practice your principles. Reflect and learn. After every difficult situation, take time to think: what happened? How did I react? What will I do better next time? Stoicism isn't about denying emotions or becoming indifferent to life. It's about developing the wisdom to respond intelligently and with grace. And when you live that way, something amazing happens. People begin to see you not just as someone admirable, but as a source of calm in their own lives. You become someone they trust, someone they seek out, not for noise, but for peace. Now that we've explored calmness, let's shift our attention outward to a skill just as powerful but often overlooked: the art of truly listening. Because sometimes the most powerful thing you can offer someone is your silence. Previously, we talked about the rare strength of calmness, how mastering your reactions can earn respect and inspire those around you. But to walk this path fully, we must also embrace the quiet power of listening and the wisdom of continuous growth. Strategy number 5, embrace lifelong learning. In the comment section, we asked, are you truly listening? Because listening is not only about others. It's also about listening to life itself. And one of life's clearest messages is this: never stop learning. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once wrote, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This timeless truth reminds us that the journey of growth never ends. To live well, we must keep evolving. And to keep evolving, we must become students of life every single day. Lifelong learning isn't just a clever phrase or motivational slogan. It's a mindset, a daily discipline. And more than that, it's a powerful way to build self-respect and earn admiration from those around us. When we commit ourselves to learning without end, we don't just grow in knowledge, we expand our understanding of human nature, of society, and of our own inner world. This deeper insight allows us to act more wisely, speak more meaningfully, and live more harmoniously with both nature and others. In this journey, education becomes something sacred. It's not limited to textbooks or classrooms. It's the act of sharing ideas, of passing on lessons, of awakening thought. Each time you share a truth you've learned or a story that changed you, you're not just teaching, you're affirming your value. You're planting seeds in someone else's life. But here's the truth: lifelong learning isn't only about filling your mind, it's about shaping your character. It strengthens your patience. It teaches you gratitude, humility, and even grace. In the face of failure, Stoicism teaches us to look at life from multiple perspectives, to question, to reflect, to grow from every hardship. Each setback becomes a stepping stone. Each obstacle becomes a lesson. When you take on the noble role of both student and teacher, you don't just become more useful to others. You become valuable in a deeper, more lasting way. You'll notice something. People begin to see your presence as a source of guidance, not because you command attention, but because you quietly expand their understanding. Through your knowledge and insight, you build trust, respect, and yes, love. But let's be honest, this isn't a quick fix. Becoming someone who learns and grows each day takes commitment. It takes courage to face your weaknesses. It takes strength to keep going when progress is slow. But every step you take in your growth journey lays the foundation for a richer, more meaningful life. So if you've made it this far, thank you. Truly, you've joined us for the first half of this journey, and your presence means everything. But we're not done yet. Next, we'll talk about something equally powerful: embracing authenticity, a principle that builds trust, deepens relationships, and makes every connection more meaningful. Before we continue, don't forget to like and share this video if it's inspired you so far. Let's grow this community together and help others find strength through Stoicism. Strategy 6. Embrace authenticity. What if the most powerful thing you could offer was simply being yourself? In our last strategy, we explored the importance of lifelong learning and how the more we grow and share what we know, the more we inspire and earn the respect of others. But to truly connect with others and create meaningful impact, there's one essential ingredient we cannot ignore: authenticity. Strategy 6. Embrace authenticity. Let me tell you a story. Patrick was a freelance graphic designer. In the early stages of his career, like many others, he followed the market's trends. He designed what people wanted, chasing popular styles instead of pursuing what truly ignited his passion. On paper, he was doing well. Clients came in, money flowed. But inside, Patrick felt a growing emptiness. His creative spark had dimmed. Then one day, something shifted. Patrick decided to change direction. He began dedicating more time to personal projects that reflected his own unique style, his true creative voice. It wasn't easy. Doubts crept in. What if no one liked this? More personal, vulnerable work, but the results surprised him. Instead of rejection, Patrick's new work drew admiration. His designs, once molded to fit trends, now carried a genuine signature, and people noticed. Fellow designers praised his bold originality. Clients began to value his perspective. Patrick had found something powerful: the courage to be himself. His story reminds us of a simple but profound truth. Authenticity is magnetic. When we dare to live true to who we are, we attract those who resonate with us and leave a lasting impression. Authenticity doesn't just reveal our character, it invites deeper connections. In a world saturated with filters, facades, and superficial trends, being real is revolutionary. It sets us apart. It makes others not just appreciate us, but desire our presence in their lives. Because when you're authentic, you're not trying to impress. You're inviting others into something real, and in doing so, you help build a world where everyone feels safe to be seen, heard, and valued for who they truly are. But being fully open doesn't mean revealing everything. Strategy number 7. Maintain a sense of mystery. Inside each of us lies something unspoken, a quiet corner of the soul that isn't meant for display. And in choosing to keep some parts of ourselves sacred, we don't diminish our value. We enhance it. Think about it. When you meet someone who doesn't reveal everything at once, aren't you naturally drawn to them? Isn't there a curiosity, an urge to know more? That's the power of mystery. It awakens interest, stirs imagination, and deepens connection. This isn't about hiding, it's about being intentional. A touch of mystery isn't manipulation, it's human nature. It invites others to lean in, to explore, to engage on a deeper level. In fact, mystery is deeply aligned with Stoic thought. It reflects restraint, self-awareness, and inner strength. Picture yourself as an open book, not one that spills every detail in one glance, but one where each chapter invites others to discover something new. Each conversation becomes an unfolding adventure. Each interaction, an opportunity for meaningful exchange. When you nurture mystery, you also elevate the value of what you do choose to share. Whether it's a hard-won insight, a life lesson, or a personal story, these moments become gifts. They're remembered, they matter. And here's something beautiful. When you share knowledge, not just to inform but to uplift, you spark inspiration, you build bridges, you help others grow too. That's how you become a source of admiration, not for what you hide, but for how thoughtfully you reveal what matters. So ask yourself, how would maintaining a sense of mystery shift your interactions? Could it deepen your connections? Could it change how others see you and how you see yourself? Let us know in the comments. Share how embracing mystery has impacted your relationships or your self-worth. Your voice might help someone else on their journey. And now, as we continue this path of Stoic mastery, we arrive at another underrated yet powerful discipline. Strategy number 8. Practice discretion. What happens when we resist the urge to share everything, especially in a world that constantly demands it? Picking up where we left off on the power of discretion and restraint, let's dive deeper into how knowing when to speak and when to hold back can shape not only your success, but also your reputation and relationships. A close friend of mine, a successful entrepreneur, once faced a critical decision. He was about to announce a major new project in a fiercely competitive market, where every bit of information was like gold. In that moment, he recalled the wisdom of the philosopher Seneca, who once said, "The wise man lacks nothing, yet needs many things. The fool, on the other hand, needs nothing because he does not know how to use anything, but lacks everything." Instead of revealing every detail to the public, my friend chose a different path. He kept the project tightly under wraps, sharing it only with a trusted circle of partners and key employees. This careful discretion paid off. The project launched smoothly, without interference or imitation from competitors. By protecting his ideas, he gained a significant edge in the market. Through this experience, he showed how restraint is not just a way of living, but a strategic tool. Before you share any information, ask yourself, does this serve my long-term interests? Will it build trust and respect? If the answer isn't clear, maybe it's wiser to keep it private. Discretion is a form of strength. By practicing restraint, we shield ourselves from unnecessary risks while also cultivating a personal image of wisdom and self-respect. This is the kind of presence that naturally draws others in, making them curious to know more and eager to appreciate your true value. Strategy number 9. Embrace the art of receiving now. Let's turn to a less talked about but equally vital skill, the art of receiving. Imagine for a moment how enriching life becomes when we open ourselves to acceptance and generosity from others. This is more than just politeness. It's a spiritual and communal practice with deep roots in Stoic philosophy. At the heart of this practice are 5 key principles. Acknowledging interdependence. We understand that no one is truly self-sufficient. Recognizing our connection to others and to the divine helps us move away from arrogance and isolation, embracing instead the strength of community support. Cultivating gratitude. By accepting grace with a grateful heart, we honor the generosity offered to us, whether it's material, emotional, or spiritual blessings. Nurturing humility. Acceptance reminds us that we are not all-powerful. Wisdom comes from acknowledging our limits and needs. Enhancing community. When we open ourselves to receiving, we strengthen the bonds of trust and vulnerability that form the foundation of meaningful relationships. Encouraging generosity. Graceful acceptance inspires others to give freely, creating a beautiful cycle of generosity and mutual care. To practice this art, start small. When someone pays you a compliment, say a genuine thank you. When you need help, don't hesitate. To ask, it's a chance to deepen connection, not a weakness. Accept criticism as a gift for growth. Publicly express gratitude for kindness, no matter how small. Through these simple steps, you enrich your own life and help foster a culture of generosity and solidarity. Remember, acceptance isn't weakness. It's a powerful expression of strength, resilience, and recognition of our shared humanity and divinity. If you agree, share your thoughts in the comments. How have you practiced acceptance in your life? As we near the end of today's lesson, we arrive at the final, yet perhaps the most essential principle of all. Strategy 10. Foster resilience and endurance. Stoic philosophy teaches us a crucial lesson. Distinguish what lies within your control from what does not. Resilience begins here. Many things, others' opinions, unexpected events, external challenges are beyond our reach. Accepting this isn't giving up. It's wisely directing your energy where it truly matters. Your own actions, thoughts, and reactions. When you live by this, you radiate a quiet calm and confidence that others notice instantly. Instead of swaying like a reed in the wind, you become like a steadfast mountain, unmoved even in the storm. Resilience grows by facing hardships repeatedly and pushing through discomfort. It's about seeing obstacles not as walls, but as opportunities for growth and learning. Stoic exercises like voluntary hardship and reflecting on adversity aren't just tests, they're tools to strengthen your mental toughness. When you share stories of perseverance, you become a beacon of hope. People are naturally drawn to those who embody this indomitable spirit. They see you as a leader, a companion, a source of inspiration. So what stories of resilience will you share? How will you stand firm when life's storms blow? Join us next as we explore how to put all these strategies into daily practice, creating a life that's truly unshakable. Building on the idea of resilience and strength, Stoicism invites us to see difficulties not as mere obstacles, but as essential opportunities for growth. This simple yet profound shift in perspective can completely transform how we view life. What once felt like towering, insurmountable mountains suddenly turn into manageable stepping stones, each challenge becoming a chance to rise higher. As you embrace this mindset, you'll notice something powerful happening. People will start seeking your advice and presence, not just because of the strength you show, but because of the unique vision you offer, a vision that turns adversity into advantage. As we come to the close of today's lesson, let me leave you with some final thoughts on this inspiring journey we've shared. Together, we have explored 10 powerful strategies drawn from Stoic philosophy. These aren't just tools to change how others see and value you, but more importantly, how you perceive and appreciate yourself. Each person's path is different, and your journey is uniquely yours. So, I'd love to hear from you. How has this theme influenced your own life? What insights have sparked a change in your outlook? Please share your thoughts in the comments below and shed some light for all of us. Before we wrap up, a quick reminder: every like, share, and subscribe is a huge encouragement to keep creating meaningful content. It's your way of showing appreciation and letting us know you want more. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of the new profound lessons coming your way from the world of Stoic philosophy. Make sure to check out the videos displayed at the end of this one. They're packed with more wisdom to keep you inspired. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. Keep moving forward, keep striving, and most importantly, keep shining bright. We're honored to walk this journey with you every step of the way. Music fades in. Ready for the next chapter? Let's continue this path to becoming the best version of ourselves together.